I am fired up. You see, back in the day, I drove the majority of my views through YouTube search by ranking individual YouTube videos. Like this video that drove over 1.9 million views, but would it still work in the fall of 2024 as we approach 2025? I just wasn't sure, so I really thought, I've got to give this a go again because it gave me such a huge advantage. So I created this video targeting a very specific keyword phrases. We'll talk about that. And it worked. And as you can see now, the video continues to gain more and more views every day as it's gaining more strength, more watch time, and it's starting to do its thing. I want to break down exactly how you can do the same thing to rank YouTube videos as we move into 2025. By the way, if you're new to the channel, I'm Brian. I love creating in YouTube. If that's your cup of tea, consider subscribing, hit the bell, do all the things. Let's jump in. Step number one is exactly the keyword phrase you want to target. And the fact of the matter is there's not a lot of leverage when it comes to the YouTube algorithm in 2025. There's only so much we can do to actually rank the video, but the one thing that will give us a big advantage is to identify one keyword phrase and then to begin our video title with that keyword phrase or very close to the beginning of the video title, because what we're really talking about is keyword prominence. That is where the keyword phrase falls in the video title. If it's at the back of the video title, it'll have less prominence and less impact on the YouTube algorithm. Hey, second angle, what's happening? So that's something to really consider. And in this example, my goal was to rank for YouTube promotion, which I am now, YouTube promotions, YouTube promotion. But I also targeted a secondary phrase. And this is something I've always done because it's kind of like an insurance policy to ensure I get some views. And even better, those are the very best kind of views because there are people that are searching for exactly what my video is about. And as the views come in from YouTube search, oftentimes viewers watch longer. That helps us out with watch time. They're more likely to engage, and that's just how I won. So originally I wanted to rank for, is YouTube promotion worth it? And I thought that's a great storyline. I'm going to put down $200, make the video, do a promotion, report back. But some interesting things happened along the way. I'll talk about what that was because it absolutely helped me to get better views, more views, etc. Step number two is the most critical element to making this work. You've got to reduce the competition, and this is why I targeted 2 keyword phrases. We'll talk more about that. There are really 3 bits of criteria that I use to qualify a keyword phrase, because I'm not just going to make any video targeting any keyword phrase until I think I've got enough audience and whatnot and traction with the algorithm to surpass some of my competitors. Because at the end of the day, what matters the most is watch time. However, as we dig deeper, you'll see there are other things we can leverage, especially as a smaller channel, that makes it possible. Let me give you an example. The big keyword phrase in my niche is how to get more views on YouTube. Here's what's up. I made dozens of these videos trying to rank for how to get more views on YouTube. And finally, after 20 or so, 30 videos, I was able to rank and I drove hundreds of thousands of views. But goodness, how many people would target the same keyword phrase, make the same type of video and struggle? So now what I'm doing is I'm really looking at secondary keyword phrases like YouTube promotion. Is it worth it? That's a great example. So here's what I do. If you look here at the rankings, notice a lot of the number 1, number 2, number 3 channels are actually teams of people. vidIQ is not one solo creator. It's a team of people constantly uploading. They have a lot of authority. This video has a tremendous amount of watch time that I have to compete against. And yet I am ranking number 2 and in some cases number 1 now. And I'm going to explain why I believe that is as we move forward. The second thing that I look at is how well optimized are the video titles in this particular search for the keyword phrase. And here it is. Check it out. The keyword phrase is YouTube promotion, and notice how close to the beginning of the video title that keyword phrase comes. That's giving me a bit of an advantage to rank for YouTube promotion. Now, why does this actually work? Check this out. When we search, there are filters that we can toggle, and the default is set to relevance. So when I'm talking about really making sure your keyword phrase is at the beginning of the video title, what do you think that do? What do you think that do? However, lots of things simply don't work anymore, and yet still there are people talking about things like naming your video file based on the keyword phrase you want to rank for. It's like it's 1997 when YouTube didn't even exist. Doesn't matter. Same with your YouTube thumbnail. So the thing we want to do is really mine keyword phrases and look and qualify keyword phrases to make sure we can compete by reducing the competition, as I spoke about. How exactly can we do that? Well, first off, all we need to do is just go to YouTube and search. So in this example, I search for how to tie a tie, and then the results I get back are the most popular keyword phrases for the seed phrase, how to tie a tie. However, by using what I like to call the alphabet method, I can uncover even more keyword phrases that might be less competitive. To do that, I search again for how to tie a tie, followed by the letter A, and then B, and then C. And each time you'll notice the keyword phrases change. And another really powerful strategy is to use the prefix method. So in this case, instead of searching for how to tie a tie or how to get more views on YouTube, I might think about, well, what would be another word that might come before the keyword phrase, which would kind of generate a different keyword phrase. In this example, I think of the phrase get more views. And instead of searching for that, I think about, well, what if people search for actually get more views? And then again, I'm going to really qualify the keyword phrase looking at what videos are ranking in which channels. Which brings me to another really important point, is that you want to be in your specific niche and you want to know what channels typically dominate that particular niche. Now another thing that you can do is you can actually go into YouTube Studio, and oftentimes it will report back what your channel is picking up views for in YouTube search. There are a number of ways to do this. The easiest is simply to navigate to YouTube Studio. You can do it on a desktop, you can do it on your phone or your tablet, doesn't matter. Then go to Analytics and finally Inspiration. And here, these are some current suggestions based on what's happening, and you can save these individual keyword phrases with the heart icon. And then you can click this Show All to really reveal all the keyword phrases you've saved. Now there's one other thing you can do that's really powerful too. Inside the Inspiration tab, I'll click on that right now, and you can just search. So if I search for YouTube promotion, perfect. I see the keyword phrase. And in this example, I notice very high interest from viewers. And then again, I can kind of see the videos that are ranking, that are doing well, and I can use this for inspiration on my thumbnail and more. Video thumbnails and titles couldn't be more powerful in 2025. Let me break that down. There is a bit of a hook here in that oftentimes this will work, but it might take a month or 3 weeks or 12 days. It really depends on your channel, the metrics, and more. Give it time, and I really want to encourage you to think about YouTube growth as a season. I'm going to work the winter time publishing videos, making videos, striving to rank videos, and so on. And if you measure season to season, I guarantee you'll see results. And then finally, and this one is weird, so stick with me here. This is a video I published a few days ago. Forget the algorithm and create like a kid again. Interesting is I did a thumbnail test. I tested these 3 thumbnails. Which one do you think actually won? Do you have any idea? Because Here's what's up is that you can really create thumbnails that give your video a big advantage in search, in browse, and in suggested. And in this example, this thumbnail won by a substantial amount. And one of the reasons this works is really one of three things happen when you do a thumbnail test. Your results are going to be too similar between your thumbnails, and then typically when that happens to me, I kind of screwed it up. Number two is you're going to have a winning thumbnail. In this example, I got a winning thumbnail back in 1 day. 1 day, the system said this is the winner by far. And interestingly, the same style or the same face has won multiple times. And I know this is a really powerful face to have when it comes to really creating engaging thumbnails that get viewers to click more. And here you can see that that thumbnail actually had fantastic CTR, or impression click-through rate. About 5 hours into the video, the CTR was 9.3%. And that brings me back to this video. Is YouTube promotion worth it? You see, that thumbnail you're looking at is a winning thumbnail, and it's getting me more watch time, more clicks, the very thing that the algorithm rewards. This video on the screen right now covers exactly how you can create your own thumbnail test and how to do it in a way that generates a winning thumbnail. Check out that video, and when you do, you're going to get the tips, the tactics, and more. You dig?